Okay, so does anyone know what black fatigue is? This woman is gonna explain it for us.
Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, camaraderie, animalistic. This is why people have black fatigue. I'm sick and tired of opening up TikTok and seeing brawls on cruise ships, brawls in the airport, like literally the most ghetto behavior. We're tired.
And this is in response to the Shiloh Hendrix girl calling the 5-year-old autistic black boy the N-word repeatedly. And what's funny is the original meaning of black fatigue is a term describing the physical, emotional, and psychological toll that racism, discrimination, and the constant need to assert black identity and dignity takes on individuals. It's a cumulative state of exhaustion and weariness resulting from the ongoing struggle against systematic and individual acts of racism. So once again, certain white people have found a way to take the pain and the struggle from away from black people and use it against them in such a weird way. This is so familiar to when black people were being killed on camera in 2020 by police, by people with random white people, whatever the case may be, is back to back to back. People started saying Black Lives Matter. And then not even a year later, white people started saying all lives matter, blue lives matter. It goes so on and so forth. Even in my own comments, I've been seeing random accounts saying black fatigue or N fatigue is real. And I'm like, what? What do you mean fatigue? Like, what are you talking about? Now I know. I personally think this is sad, but I'm not surprised. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So it's been brought to my attention that this woman...
Would you use the N-word?
Yes, I do quite frequently.
So you're an unashamed racist?
Correct.
Has a mixed race child. So not only does she say the N-word, admit to being unashamedly racist, she also has a black child at home. This is why I don't like to speak on things on this particular nature as a black man, because it is exhausting. But I know it's important and somebody has to. This woman went on live national television and admitted that she is a racist. This black child, because that's what the child is, deserves to be taken away from their racist mother. The only time you'll hear me saying a child needs to be taken away from the parent is if the child is in a dangerous environment. And that is exactly what being a black child of a racist mother is. If a child's parent is publicly dealing with addiction, publicly abusing the child, publicly neglecting the child, etc., people are going to step in and take that child away from that parent. This should be no different. If anything, we don't even know all the different possibilities that could occur from this black child having such a racist mother. And if this was a black parent who had adopted a Jewish child and proclaimed different hate against Jews, I don't think there would be a hesitation on taking that hypothetical child away from that hypothetical parent. So before anything happens to this child at the hands of this racial parent, or the child is put in a terrible situation, it's time to get that child a better home. Y'all let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments.
I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly, and you will
Well, go
not
on then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
N-
not have
Go on,
free
say
speech.
go on. Say the N-word. Go on.
I'm not ashamed.
No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Pierce. I understand what you're trying to do. But we already know she's racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there.
Now, some people in the comments did say that they wanted Mark to let her say it, say the N-word, but I understand why Mark didn't want her to say the N-word, because that wouldn't have been okay. Like he said, that wouldn't have been okay if it was a Jewish man up there and was saying something racial towards Jewish people. However, I do believe she was standing on her business and whatnot, so I definitely think she would have said it. And I think it was risk versus reward, and I think the reward for her would have been more than the risk was. Yeah, she may have lost her job, but she probably would have gotten so much support from that demographic. You see Shiloh Hendricks now raising like $1 million for calling a little black boy the N-word and whatnot. So I think she definitely would have said it. But like I said, some people say that Mark should have let her say it. What do y'all think? Let me know.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in a country.
Yeah, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do, quite frankly.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be
thing.
clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context?
Right.
Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist. And you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Yeah. So obviously it's crazy in 2025 that racism is still around, still like clearly alive and well. But kudos to that news reporter or whatever she is for being loud and proud about it. Because I feel like obviously racists are the worst. As a black man, I feel like racist and racism is the worst. But it's even worse when you're not upfront about it. When you're a racist behind closed doors or whatever. Because as a black man, as a black person, you never know who is and who isn't, or who has good intentions versus bad intentions. And but not to really give her props, because obviously she's an awful person, and she's co-signing Shiloh Hendricks, who is a grown white woman who felt the need to call a 5-year-old black child, autistic child, the N-word multiple times at a park and whatnot. It's obviously sad, super sad for that 5-year-old, out of all people, because who knows how long this story will follow them for the rest, like for their lives and whatnot. But it's really insane. It's insane because white people like that feel like they don't have free speech, they don't have right to bear arms or whatever the case may be, but they don't even think for a second that black people can't even exist without being insulted and demeaned and racially abused and discriminated against, and
down to a child, down to a 5-year-old, doesn't know nothing about the world. A 5-year-old can't even escape that. But what those types of white people are so privileged that they feel like because they should not say historically one of the worst words in American history, they feel like that is oppression, some type of oppression to white people. It is mind-boggling. It is truly mind-boggling. I hope I haven't, the audio hasn't messed up. But it is mind-boggling that those people still exist. Like, it's 2025. And those people exist, and I believe in large numbers. Like, it's not just that woman. That woman was just brave enough or didn't care, unashamed enough to say it on national television. But she's not the only one. She's not. There's tens of 20s of thousands of people, probably even millions of people in America that subscribe to that narrative, to that rhetoric and whatnot. And it's sad because it shows that we're really not moving forward as a people. We're really just, I don't even know. Some people just truly have hatred for other people simply for being a different color than they are. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And no matter, we've had a black president, we've had a black vice president, we've had black senators and astronauts and doctors and all type, like the top athletes, like actors, whatever category it is. And it's not enough. It's still not enough for people to not have their disgusting views of an entire race of people. And I think, and it's unfortunately, I feel like there are some black people that are so normalized to it that they don't even care. Some black people also subscribe to the racism. Like, it's so all over the place. Like, it's literally like a disease that has been in America or in the world, and it continues to infect people. But I don't know. It's pouring out here, so I'm gonna get inside. But y'all let me know what y'all think of that. What y'all think of the Shiloh Hendricks girl and that incident and whatnot. And y'all just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thanks. Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.